Warframe on the PlayStation 4. Getting ready to do a mobile defense mission, it looks like, here on Solium. Might do some more grinding on demos to fill up some content. Here's the thing. Got myself a resource. I can't see that. Just to get rid of that. There we go. So what's this resource drop chance booster? Doubles the chance of resource drops. Okay, I guess I can go to... But it's not a 3-day drop, it's just it's a 5-hour resource drop booster. And it doesn't double the resources I get, it just doubles the chances that I might get them. But I was on demos collecting a bunch of resources, so maybe that's ideal. The plan is to do this mobile defense mission on Solium. Anti-infestation, so my current setup is fine. That's for Nora, by the way. That's why I'm doing it. So I get to clear out a bit of the star chart. I think it's the only mobile defense mission I have left on the map that I haven't done yet. At least that's actually, for a node that's actually open. So I'll get the 4,500 points from Nora. That will put me over the top. That'll get me to rank 29, and I can stop doing these. But I might just do these two just for funsies. I don't know what I'm going to do with these extra Nora points. I kind of wish they would give me like more credits here. Don't give me some freaking cosmetic thing. It's so stupid. I'm glad I got the Forma, though. That was good. We'll see what happens when I get that Umbra crap. Yep. Don't have a War Within quest. Screw them. I'm glad I got some arcane. I'm glad I got some arcanes from Nora. Those things are impossible to find. Not without doing some really high-level endgame content BS. First things first. It's nothing to pick up. Shocked. Gotta do some prep time. Give me about 2 minutes to do some prep time here. We have our anti-infestation gear. We'll be fine. By the way, did you know you can ride Velocipods, the little giant dragonflies on Demos? I'm not gonna be able to do it in this video, but I'll link to an earlier video I did. Death Cube. We'll be done in 1 hour. 1 hour till Death Cube. Yeah, I got myself another melee weapon I'm grinding out here. And the Snipetron Vandal blueprint that I got from the Corpus from doing their invasion missions, they're right here. I don't think we're really gonna build anything here. We already have a Warframe, but we need more money. So if nothing else, we're gonna use some of that money to build some more crap. Level 14, can't make that. I got the blueprint, but I need a receiver and a stock, so screw that. I got another blueprint for this for some reason. That's right, no, I already had the blueprint, but I need the barrel, which I don't think I have. Benji was shot in Denton, Texas, huh? Okay. They stumped me there. This Benji movie looks pretty dumb. Came out in 1974. It was a PG-rated movie about a dog that saved some kids from that were kidnapped, I guess. No chance this movie's any good. But then again, remember Roger Ebert liked Benji the Hunted, so make of that what you will. I already have a couple of twin pistols I'm going to use. Twin assault rifles. Can't use the Zacti Prime till right for 10. What else? I can sell these blueprints. I could sell these mastered blueprints. Oh yeah, I have some stuff I gotta sell. But let me check. Yeah, that's right. I can actually make the mutagen I need. I was on Demos earlier, and I got the gills that I need to make the mutagen I need to make. Give me a second. This is actually required to rank up on Demos, so I can make one. It doesn't matter which one I make. Which one do I have the most of? I have the most of Vom. Vom is easy to find. The good news is I found a reliable source of postulites. You know those little dangling things in the... you know those little dangling things that look like the dangling thing in the back of your throat? The uvula? Yeah, you shoot those down, and you get postulites when they hit the ground. You know, that jingly dangly thing that Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B were rapping about. Not that mutagen, this mutagen. So I need either this mutagen or that mutagen. They require the exact same ingredients, huh? I'm shocked. These will be ready in a minute, though. But I need 20 more... Darn, I should have double-checked. Sorry, I can't show you anymore. I need to get more of these tubercular gill systems. They're dropped from a certain kind of fish. I don't remember what fish it was. Might have been a glutenox, I don't know. But it's one of those things. It's gonna drive me nuts. So let me head back a bit. So we'll take care of that. But again, I need money. In fact, I do have a companion I can guild, now that I think about it. Who am I bringing with me? Double check. I'm pretty sure I have a companion that can be gilded. Sweeper's almost done. So once I guild my Medjay, I gotta give it a name. What name would I give my Medjay? Medjay Z. No, sorry, I already confirmed. I called her Cleopatra Jones. I already confirmed that. That's been confirmed. Cleopatra Jones. Yep, I'm calling her Cleopatra Jones. I'm calling it. I mean, I can call him Ramses, but I called her a he. Well, I can call a female. We'll call her non-binary. Gender not important. Let's see, but we'll grind it up. I said I was going to do a mobile defense mission, but there's definitely, I definitely want to redo that Medjay parasite a bit later. So let's clear out the last. Where's the mobile? Where was it? I forgot what planet it was on. It was on Saturn, wasn't it? It was on Saturn. Nope. That's a pursuit mission. I would never make you sit. I might do that later for content. Just for random content, but it's probably lame. It was on Eris or Sedna? Eris. There we go. Anti-infestation setup. Mobile defenses could be interesting with Titania here, because she does, remember, she has the lantern attack that can be used to, like, suck enemies towards a gravity well that eventually explodes, which, again, I love. For a mobile defense mission, it's great, because if you can lure the enemies close to the target, close to the payload, you can blow them up. You can keep them from attacking, basically. Ideally, you can funnel the enemies near the payload, and that will do it.
Mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
You never can, girlfriend. Put some respect on my name, Void from Wildcats. Jim Lee's Wildcats. Where is this crap? Ha! Okay. So we're just gonna what? We'll hold on to our magic until we get to the whatchamacallit, plastids.
Got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Lots of plastids here. Look at this.
It senses high concentrations of infested
Give me that.
Slow the fight if you want it.
Like I said, I find these stars in nearly every other mission, I'd say. They're really common.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Okay, get ready for the, there it is. Lantern. Okay, that'll keep him at bay. In the meantime, I'll look for some loot. How you doing, guys? Line's over here. Lantern line's over here. We need another guy. There we go. Got another lantern. See, it makes it a lot easier to defend. Yeah, he's still there. You can join the party too if you want, kids. You. Get over here. Need more energy. Fine. The razor flies are still there, so that's good. Yeah, this weapon does toxic damage. This Myers. Hold on. You might want to hurry up, Void from Wildcats. I need more blue. Yeah, they spit toxic gas on me, so now I can't get my magic back. My energy. Remember, this sword does innate toxic damage built into the sword. This mire that I'm carrying. Where is it? It's up here. You can't see it, can you? Yeah, the mire sword down here. Second line from the bottom. It's innately toxic. And if you throw a fire mod on it, it turns that toxic damage into gas damage, which the infested hate. Ugh, this guy's an Exodus. Okay, gotta make it last. I won't need the Unairu yet. Mercy. Excuse me. I won't need the Unairu. Save it for later. All done. Only 2 terminals in this mission? Okay, get rid of that. I don't do that. Kit gun leveled up. Because remember, when you do mobile defense missions, you gain affinity points just by completing a terminal drop, a terminal upload. This way. Give me the loot. Okay, where's the plastids? There's gotta be some plastids here. I forgot to level up Titania before I started. Oh well. Another mod I don't need. Got like 50 of those. Unironically, I have about 30 of them. Probably 20, and I sold a bunch of them already. I probably sold like 90 of those mods. They're worth a they're worth a decent amount of money.
Multiple targets ahead.
Plastids. Yes, it's a plastid farm, dude. I probably got at least 200 already. Let's do a quick check. We got 166 already. And we'll probably get, well, I don't know how much money we're going to get for completing this mission, but that's fine. Endo. I never use Endo. I'm just going to start hoarding treasures. Maybe I can sell them. Might be able to sell them. I can trade with the clan. They might want some treasures. Because I don't need Endo. They're probably going to want it. I know it sounds weird for me to say this, but there are some things that I want that are more valuable than treasures. Like I can buy some yeah, give me some prime blueprints. Like, give me a rare prime part from a void relic, and we can talk. I don't need platinum. I just want, I just want to make some progress. I'm not in the prime farming. I'm not in the platinum farming game. I want stuff that's hard to farm. Like rare blueprints. Or rare parts for blueprints. Like, I think Titania requires like a prime systems blueprint. Let me put it this way. All Warframes require neuroptics for the head, a chassis for the torso, and a systems blueprint for the OS, I guess. So all Warframes require 3 parts. And you need the blueprint that combines those 3 parts into a Warframe. So if you want a prime part, you need a chassis, a system, and a neuroptics blueprint. You need blueprints for neuroptics. I don't know what just happened there. Weird animation. I can shoot these guys. Hold on. Let's grind up a tiny bit. Sit, gentlemen. Remember, I can't use my 2-handed primary weapon, because then I drop the data mass. But I don't really need my 2-handed weapon, to be honest. It takes 2 shots to get these guys? When did that happen? Okay, so we're done grinding. So if you go into a little tiny space like this, you can funnel enemies through a door, mow them down. Easy affinity. Sit down, mama. So here's the problem. Every Warframe apparently has a prime blueprint. Every Warframe has a prime form. So like,
and get ready to defend.
There's like a Warframe, then there's a prime Warframe. It's like there's Optimus, and then there's Hot Rod, then there's Rodimus Prime. That's how it works in this game. So right now I'm in Hot Rod form with Titania. But she has a prime form called Titania Prime. Whoops. In order to make Titania Prime, you need to get all 3 components. the chassis, the systems, and then your optics. And you need a Titania Prime blueprint. So you can combine all those components into a new Titania Prime frame. Why are they called Prime? I don't know. But what matters to me is that for the very cagey developers decided that, in order to make the Prime blueprints, we can make 2 of the parts easy to find and 1 of the parts very hard to find. Yep, I got a lantern up. So in the meantime, I'll shoot them. Nope, don't attack me. Attack the lantern. Whoops. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, this guy's an Eximus. Yep, finished him off with the kit gun. That's easy experience for the kit gun. We'll grind that up later. Lantern. Lantern on the mama. So that'll help. Yeah, so she'll lure all the other enemies in. Don't touch my rig. So like I said, every Warframe has 3 components and a blueprint for the actual frame. Get over here. There we go. See? I needed bait, and the bait's been set. Up. Okay, I need more. Kunairu. 30 seconds, we'll be done. So like I said, for the Warframe, so if I want Titania's Prime, if I want the Prime Warframe for Titania, I need 3 parts. And 2 of the parts I have, but 1 of them is very hard to find. One of the parts is rare. So imagine if you want to imagine if you're Hot Rod and you want to make Rodimus Prime. You have, what do you need? Well, you need, let's say you need the head, you need the body, and you need the Matrix. And if you don't have them, and the Matrix is hard to find. The only way to get the Matrix is to crack open a really rare rock. I guess you could call it the Matrix. So imagine Hot Rod's easy to find, but the Matrix is hard to find. The only way to get a Matrix is to find a special rock, throw a bunch of like how do I say this? You take a rock. It's a loot box basically. So you take a rock and you like throw a bunch of like shiny gems inside of it. Like think of it like a rock, and you have to like collect like maybe like I don't know. They have to throw like a million gold coins inside of it. I don't know. Or imagine, how do I describe? What's like hard to find? What's everywhere but you need like 1,000 of them? Like imagine if you need to get like 100 pennies. Like imagine if you have to find like 500 pennies on the road. Like you can't just go to the bank and get the pennies. You have to like go to like a fountain or something at a mall, which is probably still closed since the pandemic started. But imagine if I told you had to find 500 pennies on the street. You can't just go to a mall to find them. You can't go to a water fountain to find them. You can't go to a bank to find them. You literally have to find the pennies on the ground. There are missions where they drop, but you might get anywhere from 5 pennies to like 30 pennies, I think. It's like a pittance. And that's the problem. The only way to get these pennies is to find them when you're walking around town. And there's no like easy way to farm them. Like I said, you're not allowed to use like a fountain or something. So if you say, okay, the Matrix is dead, you know, there's no glowing blue light inside the Matrix. So in order to get the Matrix, you have to take this rock, throw 500 pennies inside of it to give yourself a chance of the Matrix showing up. Because you know what? You could put 500 pennies into that rock, and then you could do a fissure mission that will crack open the rock. But the problem is that at the end of the mission, Oh, there's no matrix in here. It's just like some completely worthless item that I have like 5,000 of. Like instead of like you put 5,000 pennies. You put 500 pennies into a rock, and there could be and there's a chance that it might give you the matrix, or it might just give you like a can of soup, which is what I usually get. I get a can of soup. But I wanted the matrix. Let's say, so you wanted the matrix, but you didn't get the matrix. Oh, I know. See, here's what you need to do. You need to find like 500 energon cubes, okay? But the only way to find the energon cubes is to like, you know, watch every episode of Transformers from beginning to end. So you can watch like, yeah. So every time you watch an episode of Transformers Generation 1, say, you get an energon cube. But you have to get 500 of them. So not only do you have to watch every episode of Transformers Generation 1, you also have to watch every episode of Beast Wars. And maybe a few episodes of Beast Machines. And if you're really unlucky, you might have to watch Transformers, what is it? Transformers Energon. Oh, yeah, that would suck. If you had to watch every episode of Transformers Energon to get an Energon cube, that would really suck. That show is terrible. Transformers Energon is like Transformers... How do I describe it? Transformers Energon is like Transformers Robots in Disguise on Fox Kids. Remember that show? The anime Transformers with the giant flying robot shark. The giant Decepticon robot shark. Skybite. Yeah, that was his name. Skybite. Easily the worst animated show of 2000. Was it 2000 or 2001? I think it was I want to say it was the same year that Cyber9 and Escaflowne appeared on Fox Kids. Was the year that went on the wrong way. It was the year that Transformers Robots in Disguise aired. It was god awful. And then Transformers Energon came out a couple of years later, and it was even worse. And I think Transformers Armada came out a couple of years after that, but it only aired on the Cartoon Network, thus confirming my belief that all the Japanese Transformers series were god-awful. But yet we kept getting them, because kids love Transformers, as did I. So it wasn't just about Michael Bay. Michael Bay wasn't the only thing destroying the Transformers and killing my childhood.
One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
Maxed out sweeper. So yeah, so again, we're gonna go down the Michael Bay crap later. Let's just put it this way. Transformers are innately awesome, but what's done with the IP is not. What's done with the concept is not. I still defend Transformers Generation 1, despite the animation being garbage. But, so basically, you have to collect, like, 500 Energon cubes to charge up this rock. Because the only way to open the rock is to shove 500 Energons inside of it. You might, if you're lucky, like, if you're really lucky, there's, like, a 2% chance that the Matrix will drop. But if you're not lucky, which is what happens when I usually crack open the rock, I throw open 500 Energon cubes, and actually I think it's like 300 Energon cubes, and all you get is like a can of soup. Or, like, what's an example of what I get? I might get like 5,000 credits. Actually, not 5. I might get like a blueprint for a thing that I don't need. Like a Feng Prime blueprint. Look at that, 400 plastids. That's pretty good. So Titania is almost ranked up to the max. My Wukong is almost ranked up to the max, so we'll get a chance to play around with him. So yeah, this was a good mission. Let's see what got unlocked. Who was it? So yeah, that's the problem. See, like, let's just show you what I'm talking about. Let's pick a mission that I'm not going to pick a mission. I'm just going to show you how it works. Here's an interception mission. So let's pick a lith. What do I need? I need a Titania Prime blueprint. I also want a Neza Prime Neuroptics blueprint. That's going to be really hard to find. It's not here. It might be one of the other ones. There it is. See the rare drop here? What I want is at the bottom of the screen, the Titania Prime Systems blueprint. I already have the other two things I need. Because remember, each Prime comes with several components. You need a Titania Prime. See right here, this rock right here has a Titania Prime Neuroptics blueprint. I have that. At least I think I do. I also need a Titania Prime. I think I got the other one already. Let me just... but here's the point. I need a Titania Prime Systems blueprint. So let me go to my foundry and I'll explain that. Because this is driving me nuts. I spent 15 minutes talking about it. I might as well establish the stakes here. We're not going to claim that. So let's go to the Warframes down here. Titania. Okay. So in order to make Titania Prime, in order to make Rodimus Prime, you need one of each. You need Neuroptics, Systems, and a chassis. I have the chassis, and I have the Neuroptics. I do not have the Prime Systems. As you saw earlier, the Neuroptics are an uncommon drop. I already have a chassis. I don't remember where I got the chassis. Let's just say I got it. The Neuroptics you get from relics, which I have right here. It's a Lith relic. One of these. Let's just look at the Lith relics. Okay. So where's the Prime? Titania. There it is. See the uncommon drop? It's the third line from the bottom. It says Titania Prime Optics Blueprint. An uncommon drop, but I got it. That's good. So I have that. I have the chassis, but I need the system to drop. How do I get the system to drop? Well, I need, what is it? It's right here somewhere. There it is. I need a Titania Prime Systems blueprint. But it's a rare drop. See, it's at the bottom of the box right there. So the only way to get it to drop more often, or at least the only way to increase the chance that it will drop, is to level it up. Refinement. I could refine. I'm not going to refine it now. I can't refine it now. So how do you refine the rock? Well, you could throw some energon crystals into it. Energon cubes. See the little gold bar right here? That increases the chance that this item will drop. It's not a guarantee, but it increases. Apparently, the only really reliable way to get a rare drop like this is to actually crack open a rock. Make it radiant by throwing some energon crystals in there. And that might get me what we need. It might get me what we need. It's not a guarantee, but it might get us what we need. Now, I might have a couple more of this. I got a radiant rock. But I'm out of void. But again, you need 100 void traces to do that. Let's see. Not really interested in the rest of this. So that's the problem. By the way, I also have a Titania blueprint. Because after you collect the 3 components, you also need a blueprint to actually combine them together and make the matrix. But here's the problem. The Prime blueprint is not that hard to find. You can see right here, this rock right here, it dropped. I got it already. So I already got the Titania Prime blueprint. So I feel good about that. The problem is that, again, there's no guarantee it's going to drop. You might end up getting a Forma blueprint instead, which is normally fine. But if you're looking for a particular upgrade, you're out of luck. So that's what I'm talking about. All this nonsense about, in order to get... Oh, by the way, I don't care about the Titania Prime item. I really don't. I'll hoard that stuff and keep it for later. But I do need a Titania Prime Systems blueprint. Actually, I need a Titania Prime system for one reason. Or one main reason.
Your humanity is a beacon for all.
Yeah, the Avatar Smurfs.
Give what you can, Tenno, to help us.
Want this system. Don't ask me why they need it. That's right. The new Loca are green, you know, the Green Party members, I guess. They're in their co-op. They're in their farmers' co-op in the forest. And the way it works, they're commune. And the way it works is that they apparently worship Titania, I think. But at the highest level, you need to give them a Titania Prime system. Not the actual Warframe. Because I had to complete the Silver Grove quest to get the Titania suit. But I'm going to need to give them some systems. And this is a rare drop. I can get the money. I can get $500,000 in about an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Like, I can grind up some Dark Sector missions and get the money. But I gotta crack open rocks to get these. And I make no promises. We can roll them bones and try it out right now. We got time. And I'm also gonna need to go to Demos eventually anyway, so we'll do one of each, I suppose. Filler content, kids. By the way, let me see the planet. I want to go to the planet and see what I opened up. Survival missions. I can do that when I'm not recording commentary. What am I thinking of? Nah, we're good. Okay, so how do I want to do this? It's going to be a Lich mission. Interception missions are easy. In fact, I should probably be using a weaker weapon here. Disruption. I hate disruption missions so much. A Hive mission might work. I can try those out later. What do I get? These are hard though. I got high level frames. So it might be worth it. Form Valkyr Prime. Any good blueprints I can use here? Titania doesn't drop from here, does it? Got to form a blueprint here. Titania Prime. This is probably where I got the Titania Prime chassis. It's a common drop, so it's a pretty good chance I would have gotten it from here. Inaros Prime chassis. Forma. Titania Prime chassis. Yes, so there's a chance that I tried to open this rock a while ago, and I got a chassis out of it. But I need a system. So the chassis is a common drop. This chassis is a common drop. And this is a good relic because there's a chance I tried to get a Forma blueprint out of it, and I wound up getting a Titania chassis instead, a Prime chassis instead. That's fine. I'm cool with that. So the Prime chassis is a common drop on these high-level Axie rocks. The Titania Prime Neuroptics are an uncommon drop with Lith rocks, the Lith relics, if I do Lith missions. And the system is a rare drop. Like a very rare drop. So let's try our luck. So like for instance these Lith, actually let me try that. Let me see what the Meso rocks have. Lith are the most common rocks. Meso rocks are tier 2. Neo rocks are tier 3. No Titanias here? No. There's a Titania Prime chassis. Yeah, another common drop. Okay. The Neuroptics are uncommon on these Meso rocks. Okay. I want to say the other rocks where the Titania Prime systems drop are uncommon. Neo rocks are tier 3 rocks. Harder missions usually. And they don't drop as often. Titania. I'm looking for Titania. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but that's what I'm calling her. Titania. Like, what's her name? The Major from Ghost in the Shell. They did that song from Sia. What's her name? Sia? I forgot what her name is. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium. That song. I don't have any Requiem rocks. Maybe they show up later in the game, I suppose. Let me check a thing. Don't need any more mobile defense missions. I already did all the spy missions, so I'm fine there. Titania Prime system. So we can always... We're going to get some void... During this mission, we will earn void traces when we win. So don't worry about that. So I got a Radiant Rock down here. Titania Prime. Max rank. We're fine. Again, no guarantee that I will actually drop this. But it's my best shot, near as I can tell. Equip for mission. We're gonna win. I can't guarantee we'll get the Titania system we want. We'll see how it goes. But you see what I'm complaining about, right? Is that in order to rank up that particular syndicate, my main syndicate, the New Loka Avatar Smurf syndicate, the Ewok syndicate, the Avatar Ewok Smurf syndicate, New Loka, I need this Titania Prime system part. And in order to make it, I need the blueprint. To get the blueprint, I gotta crack open this rock. And to crack open this rock, I gotta throw a bunch of energon cubes into it. Void shards. It's driving me nuts.
You are going to capture the towers and decode incoming messages. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
I might not get the reactant. I might not be able to get the part from here because these missions, it's very hard to get. I cannot get reactants during these missions. Yet enemies don't really drop. This mission actually might be hard. Remember, you have to take over the towers in these missions. A, B, C, and D.
You have captured a radio tower.
Yeah. Wait. Sit. How we doing? Not that. We're taking over my tower again. Sit. Remember, we also get a lot of experience points for all of our gear. All of our gear will level up here. Didn't drop the reactant I need. That's the problem. I'm probably not going to get 10 reactant from these guys. We're in the lead. Hold on. We'll get another one, don't worry. How many rounds are there? One or two? Some of these are multiple rounds. I'll take that. I might need to use my my lantern skill on a group of enemies. There we go. Have fun, y'all. Yoink.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Yeah, during these mini defense missions, it usually works. You guys want some of this? Ah! Who did that? So what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so about Transformers. Well, I guess we'll talk more about Transformers later. Transformers is a weird thing because I defend Generation 1, but, you know, it was a show from the 80s. It is what it was. It's basically a show that's better than it has any right to be given the time period it was made in. Lantern. Ah! You're gonna interrupt me. Hold on. A Boogie with a hoodie over there was from the Steel Meridian faction, who are the sworn enemy of the parent sequence, I believe. So basically, if you're a syndicate, if you're favored with a syndicate that hates them, you eventually become hated by that faction because, you know, the enemy of my enemy. Well, basically, they hate me because I like the parent syndicate, the parent sequence. So they send out these random enemies right here to hunt me down during these missions. Okay, I'm winning, but I need reactant. I need a bunch of enemies, and I need to kill them. I need a bunch of corrupted enemies I can kill for reactant. I need them to drop the goods. See, he's not dropping any. So I'll never be able to get the 10 reactants I need because the people I need to kill aren't spawning. Where's B? Over here. Hey, guys. We're gonna lose D, but that's okay. They're coming for my D. Ah! And because I defeated them, I get a Rolling Spectre blueprint.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Okay, we're gonna win. So let's see if we can kill enemies for react. We're gonna win. We're winning going away. We're gonna get to 100% way before they do. There they are. I need a bunch of enemies I can kill. That's how this works. It might be worth it to take the towers more slowly so that you can get the reactant you need. I don't see where the enemies are. Well, I heard that. It's like I said, the enemy factions that hate you will send out random bounty hunters like that during missions. And if you destroy the bounty hunters, they'll drop blueprints, which I will never use. I'm gonna sell them for money.
More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
Nope. Not interested. I couldn't crack open the rock either, so that's the other problem. So I didn't crack the rock.
Another signal. Be careful though. The enemy has surely rallied stronger reinforcements.
So I did not crack open the rock I needed, but you get the idea. I got some void shards. I'm fairly certain. I got no void shards. Probably because I didn't crack open any rocks. Fine. I'll do survival missions to crack open rocks. You get the idea. I got half an hour. I can do whatever I want at this point. Okay, so I'll actually I gotta set up my phone. Ugh. I'm gonna be on call. Let's grind it up. So what's the plan here? Well, I'll crack open rocks later. I managed to... Oh, Titania's maxed out, so I have 2 maxed frames. I'm keeping Titania... Well, actually, let me go to the dojo. I gotta do some housekeeping. Give me a second. So I got the Roller Spectre blueprint. Deploys a Roller X machine. I'm never gonna use this because I don't want to waste money on Spectres. Let's see. Foundry. Again, it costs money. The blueprints are free basically, but it costs money to actually build them. I'm not a fan of that. Let's see. These are miscellaneous. Are they gear? I think they're gear. See, here's a Roller Spectre. Costs $7,500 to make those. Why? So I think I already sold these. Yeah, I keep getting stuff like Corrupted Lancer Spectres. I get these. I forget when I got these. 4 Spectres I get by completing rescue missions. I think Phase Spectres work the same way. Clem clones I get by completing Clem's weekly mission. I guess I can do one of these. Are survival missions. They're easy. I forget how much money you get from these. I can double check. But they're weekly missions. The only reason to get them is to get Clems. Cosmic Spectres. These are kind of like, again, I think you get these from rescue missions too, but they're very expensive. I don't see the point of them. If you need a duplicate of yourself, fine, but I might as well just get a duplicate of I might as well get like a Spectre from a syndicate. I don't see the point of trying to wasting $60,000 in a bunch of plastids and a bunch of nanospores just to make a Cosmic Spectre. Maybe for some boss fights it might be useful. Oh yeah, and I told you I hated the Silver Grove mission. This is how you get Titania's suit. You get her Warframe by completing the mission. You complete 3 missions to gain her 3 component parts. Remember, the typical Warframe parts. Neuroptics, chassis, systems. So, Neuroptics, chassis, systems. You do 3 missions for the Silver Grove quest to gain all of Titania's parts. Then once you accomplish that, you're able to get her blueprint. So you complete 4 missions to get the parts you need. Here's the problem. In order to activate the missions, you need to build these apothecs. So you need Morphix, you need to hunt down some sunlight, you need to hunt down some dusk light. And then once you create the apothec, you take it to, you go down to the Earth, and you do a mission on Earth that unlocks a room that has a special character you have to beat. Unlocks a boss you beat. It's a small boss. And then that gives you one of these parts. It gives you like a chassis or something. Then you have to build one of these with Frostily, but in order to make it, you need to take pictures, scan, Polaroid pictures of sunlight, jade leaves, and Vestin moss, and frost leaves, and Morphix. And then you do another mission to get the neuroptics. And then you make one of these using the Rux Claw, the Moonlight Jade Leaf, and the Lunar Picture. And then you get the systems or whatever. And then when you're done, after you've made all these apothecs, then you get the final boss, a tiny boss, that gives you the blueprint you need to combine them all together to make the Titania frame. So if I want to redo that mission, I guess I can get the parts. Not interested in that right now. Let's see. We are going... I forgot where we're going. I got all distracted. We're going to grind up, like I said. We're going to go to Demos, too. Oh, yeah, my thing is done. My cake is done. Let's see. In progress. Yeah, the mutagen's done. So we're going to make some Ninja Turtles. But we need the other mutagen to finish up. It wasn't slime, it was ooze. We'll need the other mutagen to take care of that. So I guess we're going to Demos, right? We still got our anti-infestation gear. Let me check one more recipe. I think I need to fish. That's the problem. I need to fish. Not in the mood to fish. I also need more standing on that planet, but I need the mutagen. Which is here, I guess. What's it under? Is the mutagen under miscellaneous? No, it's probably under mining. No, it's not. There it is, under modular, because you use it to make companions. Oh yeah, I need to go down to another planet and sell a creature. We'll get to that in a second. We need to guild. We're gonna guild one of our companions and sell another one. I keep forgetting what's on. We're gonna mine the actual. We also need to go to. We also have to go to. We have to go to Earth. Gosh darn it. Alright, so we got that done, but now we need the areoli, which sounds like an Italian dish I haven't heard of before. We need the gill. That's the problem. It's like Final Fantasy. We need the gills. Alright, and I don't remember. I think you have to gut some fish to find them. I don't know where to find them. Because I accidentally used up all my gill before I used up the gill to make the mutagen I already made. And I should have waited. Like half a second I should have waited. It's sad, really. Let's see, nav. So we're fine for now. We're going to need to hunt for some gills. I got to fish. That's the problem. I got to fish. But I'll show you the postulates. I'll show you where to get the postulates. Oh, before I forget, I'm going to sell my Zaw. The famous Teddy Zaw. I told you I was able to make custom weapons.
I give you coordinates. You go in, you work, nobody but you comes out. Good?
I like the fact that you can buy stuff from the syndicates from this terminal without actually going to visit them. But you can't go shopping. I mean, it would be nice. It'd be an interface change. But then the problem is that some of the stuff they make changes. Like, the syndicates sell you items that don't change at all. There's nothing dynamic about that. But here, the stuff changes constantly. So maybe that's a bad idea. They gotta set up a special system. So I'm not sure how that would work. Let's see. Hawk.
I do not like your chances, Pedlick, but you're barely symmetrical. Oh, Swazdova. How may Hawk serve?
I already gilded this.
If your weapon is tested, then Hawk shall gild it, but not before.
Okay, so I'm selling the famous Teddy Zaw. It's a very good weapon, actually. Sell it for 2,300 standing. Why not? Or I could sell it for a pittance. How much would I get it for if I sold it? Not there. Equipment, inventory. I'm making room anyway, so there's also that. The famous Teddy Zaws were 5,000. That's it, a pittance. I can make that in 2 minutes doing a dark sector defense mission or a dark sector survival mission, which is ideal, I think. Let's see. Just a second, dog.
Your presence makes joy fountain from Hawk sideways.
I mean, I don't need it anymore, so I might as well sell it for standing. It's a pittance, but it's something.
You are too kind, sir. The duputs.
That duputs. Yeah, I like the potato chips. So, if I want to make another part, I'll probably make I'll probably make like a... Knives? I already made knives. Yeah, the famous Teddy Zaw was like a... It was a single weapon. I would definitely make a melee weapon. Not for scythe. Let me do a quick check on something. I need a strike, so I would need like a staff. I need Kondrok wings. I don't want those. Yeah, this one's already mastered. Oh, is that what's going on? I'm mastering individual parts? I can use this one. I got tiers. Okay, so I can get a blueprint for that. We'll come back. I can sell some gems to make these blueprints. Machete and pole arm. Okay, so let's try that out. So you can actually master individual parts. Wow. We need a grip. Sword, machete, and dagger. Staff and polearm. This is what we're making. Okay, and for the links, I prefer speed. Yeah, we got plenty of mawfish bones. I didn't double check to see what the ingredients were on that other weapon I just bought, by the way. Probably a bad call. Increases damage. Let's go speed. I prefer speed. Let's see. Well, the idea is that I want speed. That's really what's important here. I don't want anything really expensive, though. So what? Let me do a preview then. We can't do arcanes yet. Too high level.
Keep swinging till they're more red than, well, anything else.
So let's pick what I chose. Staff. Yeah, I wanted the sword and staff.
They shall work wonderfully
I chose staff and pole arm. Didn't I?
A most astute choice, sir.
Okay, so speed. So what's a Jai? A Michael Jai White. It makes staves that don't hit that hard. They basically just make staves. Okay. I'll make a note.
Supply the parts, and I shall create the weapon.
Speed at the cost of damage. Okay, so we won't need that.
Today's special is a thing of such beauty that I had to slap Pedleg for looking at it indecently.
Right. Fortisaw.
Huck would love to help.
No.
Perhaps if you return with some weapon parts, he could assemble a fine blade for you.
Okay. Which one did I already master? Doesn't the game show me which one I've already mastered? Doesn't say. Some of these I did use already. I can actually make this. Let's pick a Michael Jai White blueprint. Probably a bad call.
Getting old isn't for the weak. Be well, Sura. Test your blades and battle.
Can't gild it yet.
Return to me once their worth is.
Okay, we'll do that later. Quick check. Gotta go to the old man. Sell a couple of them, not too many. This will pay for all of this. This will pay for some of the standing I spent to buy that crap.
We Ostrons
That's
would
the
be
problem.
honored to accept your sacrifice.
I think I already bought the lure. Already bought the bait for that.
It would be my honor to help you to.
I'm pretty sure I already bought the bait for that.
Right here.
Have to go to the Fisher though. It's all about the booby butter.
I find a use for every part of the beast.
Yeah, these will give you a lot of standing actually.
If you have any fish to spare, I will see they reach the tables of our poor and infirm.
There's no deterioration system in this game, unlike Dragon's Dogma. Cough, cough. Okay, let's try that out. 625 standing's a lot. These are very hard to find, by the way. That's probably why. We need Norg brain. Yeah, I got Norg bait. Don't need any more mercury. So I need Norg bait and Kuthol bait, which I already got. So if I go fishing eventually, I'll need to hunt that down. But I need more standing here, but that's how I find the crap. Okay, so we're good enough to leave here. Unfortunately, there's no quick way to... I can't just go to Cetus from here. So that's kind of annoying. It does suck that I can't go to Cetus from... I got another relic, so that was good. It does suck that I can't just go to I can't just go to Demos from here. So we'll set up the next video in just a second.